This is Dave Browdy in West Philadelphia. Paul Castellano Sr. came to Pennsylvania back in 1982, ostensibly as a peacemaker. He was trying to end factional fighting between the Bruno and Gambino organized crime families. That fighting had started in 1976, but the assassination of Angelo Bruno, the mob boss in Philadelphia, in March 1980 took skirmishes to a full-fledged war, a war with at least 73 casualties.
Since Bruno, approximately 28 of these have been of Philadelphia people, and 45 have been from New York or New Jersey. So it definitely shows a great deal more violence.
The executive director of Pennsylvania's Crime Commission says the hit on Paul Castellano may have surprised some law enforcement officials, but not those who've watched the Mafia's action in New Jersey. Some think Castellano's Pennsylvania peace mission with the Brunos succeeded. Others say the death toll since 1976, more than 100 mobsters, and 73 since Bruno's death, prove that war never ended.
Most, or if not all, of these events have occurred after '76. So particularly in New Jersey, we looked at what has changed. Well, casino gambling has arrived, and we think there's been a great deal of struggle for expansion of power, for influence into the Atlantic City area, for whatever business opportunity, legitimate or illegitimate.
The question on which most detectives feel this case turns is whether or not the Castellano rubout was sanctioned by the same Mafia commission Paul Castellano was supposed to head.
Thinking of the professionalism of a team of three guys who fire 12 rounds on a crowded street at rush hour, do not hit anything but their targets and hit them all in the head or chest. Can you get major league talent of this kind without a sanction?
It would seem difficult, but you never know. I would assume that that would indicate it was organized, it was planned, it obviously was accomplished with dispatch, and therefore it might hint more of a sanctioned type of activity. But if it's sanctioned, we think the response will be minimal. If it isn't sanctioned, more violence and internecine strife will probably follow.
While some law enforcement officials say this is nothing more than a local power struggle, a battle for control of New York City's most important organized crime family, here where the bodies have been falling for years, the prosecutors feel a little differently. They think it's much more complicated. They see this as a struggle for domination, not just of New York, but of the entire East Coast, particularly Atlantic City, where gambling and drugs mean big money for the mob. I'm Dave Browdy, Channel 5 News, Conshohocken, Pennsylvania.